Hey guys, Jennifer Lee here. So I just want to cheers to 2020. Such a rough year, an unknown year. I am super grateful for this year for so many different things, but again, so many people have lost so many different things. So it's been pretty tough. So cheers to 2020, and this is actually going to be my last video for 2020. So for 2021, you guys have to make sure y'all check it out, y'all follow, y'all do everything. So I'm just gonna go into basically a story about my life, a quick little story, a little recap of maybe 2020 and everything you guys need to know. Maybe not everything I need to know about me, but mostly everything. So cheers, y'all. So I just wanna talk about, I decided to create a YouTube channel in 2020, right? I was home, working from home, so I'm like, why not? I've always wanted to do this. This was always on my vision board, and I just was afraid because of insecurities in a sense, right? Everyone has their small insecurities, and I think I actually portray if I don't have insecurities, but I do. And I'm gonna tell you guys why. But in general, it's okay for us to have insecurities. That's not an issue. Everyone's not perfect. Everyone's not going to be the way the other person thinks they should be. So, talking about my insecurities. So, what was holding me back from creating this YouTube channel was actually my voice. So, growing up, I've always hated my voice, and it was because of these freaking 7th graders. So, let me tell y'all. If these little 7th graders or these little kids, little assholes, want to mess with y'all, just forget about it. Don't listen to them. It doesn't matter, because you're gonna flourish, you're gonna grow up, and you're just gonna be amazing, right? So let me tell you about my 7th graders. So I remember I was sitting in my 7th grade class, and the teacher, she would want you to say present whenever someone was here. So if they called my name, basically my formal name, Jennifer Maria, I have to say present instead of saying here. She would hate when people said here. So that day I was not in the mood, and I decided, she called my name maybe twice, and I said it with a really rough voice and kind of angry and annoyed. And from that day forward, these two little 7th grade assholes were making fun of my voice, saying that I had a manly voice and that it was deep. And of course, being Dominican and from the Bronx, you do have a different twang in a sense. It's super rough, with a little Spanish in there. It's just different, right? But I remember just that day, I was I just hate my voice. I hate it. It's true. I do sound like a man. I sound all rough and whatever else. So think about it. I'm in my 30s. And that was when I was 14, and I still held on to those insecurities because of those little 7th grade assholes. And then I started growing up, went to college and whatever else, and I noticed how I'm people actually want to speak to me. People actually like to hear my voice in a sense, right? And I'm why did I listen to those kids? Why did I let them make that my insecurity? And still to this day, I feel I still think about it, and I'm damn, yeah, I don't like how my voice sounds. And then there's people that meet me and they're hey, I just like the way you sound. You should do voiceovers or something. People have said that to me, and I'm I don't know about that. So this is a first start for me. This YouTube thing is the first thing I would do. And this is straightforward. If I mess up, if I start repeating shit, it's because I am not going to edit this video, and this video is going to be straightforward, straight through, and y'all just going to get me in a sense. So yeah, I still to this day, I think about it. And sometimes there's times, even let's say when my husband makes fun of my voice, something that I would say, and he laughs about it. I'm ha, that's not funny. You're annoying. And it's to that point, because it's that little 7-year-old girl, she still thinks about that time that those little kids were making fun of her. And now I'm you ain't shit, you ain't got shit, I don't care, and I'm the bomb, and my voice is the bomb too. So don't ever let your insecurities hold you back from anything ever in the world, anything, even to the point, like I remember also being like in high school, and as you guys know that I've mentioned that I am an accountant. And I remember a teacher in high school telling me, you'll never be an accountant. And I'm like, watch, I'm gonna prove her wrong. And I sure did. I've been doing this for 12 years. So it's kind of like, girl, come on. I got this. So it's like, don't ever, if this is what you want, these are things that you want to follow, just do them. Just do them. Trust me. And then I know that you guys know that I've modeled as well. And even with that, I've had my insecurities as well, because it's like growing up, I was like super skinny. I'm still pretty slim after 2 kids, but super skinny, a 00, and people would be like, oh, you're too skinny for this, you're too skinny for that. You're never too skinny. Your hair's never too short, never too long. Whatever it is that you want to do, just do it. Trust me, just do it. Just go ahead and do it. Forget about the insecurities, forget about all of that. And just whatever makes you happy, go ahead and do it. Because that's what I did. I was like, well, these are the things that make me happy. These are the things that actually show who I am, in a sense, right? And I'm like, why not do it? Why not go for it? Like, what is there to lose? And I keep thinking about that, and I keep reminding myself, what is there to lose? Even now, I've mentioned to friends like, yeah, it took me such a long time to actually create this YouTube channel because of insecurities. And they're like, Jen, what insecurities? What are you talking about? And I'm like, oh, I probably never show it because I try to show, like, first of all, I'm a Leo. So Leos think we run shit. And we sit there and we're like, oh, well, that's how you feel. Well, I don't feel that way. But little do you know, we do feel that way. We just don't like to show it because we're so prideful, in a sense, right? And I mean, think about the Lion King, right? In a sense, it's almost the same thing. But we're super prideful. We're like such great people. So nobody ever notices if something's wrong or if you're insecure about something. And I just know, like, from everything that I've done in life, I'm like, I am never gonna let anyone hold me back from anything. I love the person that I am. I love, like, the people around me. And if you don't love the people around you, X them out, because you're not gonna benefit from that. You always want people that cheer you on, in a sense, right? Even if you're gonna fail, at least you tried, right? And that's how I feel now. Like, I'm like, well, these are the things that I want. And even if I fail, at least I try to do it. And I could say that I tried versus not doing anything at all. And then now I'm like, well, what if, and people love to do the what if. Don't do that to yourself. So I hope this video is like a waking call for you guys to go for it. 2020 is a horrible year and was a horrible year. So 2021 is going to be so much better for you, for your family, for everyone. And it's like, you just got to go for it. Because, like, for me, I think 2020 taught me the lesson that your day isn't promised. And YOLO, thanks to Drake. Because you just never know what happens in life, and you can't wait for anyone to change things for you. You got to do it for yourself. So with that being said, remember what I always say, y'all. Subscribe, like, comment, do everything. And I hope y'all guys love this video, and I'll see y'all in 2021.